The current rush toward artificial intelligence goes far beyond simple headcount reduction or shaving hours off a timesheet. Those industrial-era goals fail to capture the actual scale of this transition. This chart shows rising enterprise adoption of AI, highlighting how organizations have moved from basic exploration into process redesign and operational agents. 67% of Fortune 500 companies are running autonomous systems in live production environments right now. Yet, executive teams face a massive disconnect. Despite global capital expenditure approaching $650 billion, leaders are struggling to attribute real business value to these systems. They see the dynamic compute costs adding up, but cannot tie that burn rate to tangible returns. This disconnect happens when companies throw massive, automated computing power at zero-structure workflows. They are hoping the technology itself will resolve decades of accumulated operational debt. Treat artificial intelligence as a multiplier of your organizational system. Apply machine speed to a documented system, and the result is exponential growth. Conversely, multiplying an undocumented workflow based on guesswork simply executes mistakes at lightning speed. The symptoms of this scaled chaos are obvious across the enterprise: volatile cloud computing bills, compounding internal bottlenecks, and an integration crisis where machine speed outputs slam directly into human speed decision-making. Buying an AI software license without structuring the underlying workflow merely purchases a multiplier of your own dysfunction. To see exactly how this collaboration between humans and machines breaks down under pressure, we have to look at the operational level. Organizations face a massive volume of machine-generated work, so they naturally insert an LLM judge. This is an automated screening layer designed to review candidate outputs before they ever reach a human. But automated judges make mistakes. A false acceptance lets bad work slip through, forcing the human reviewer to spend time fixing it. Meanwhile, a false rejection catches a perfectly good output and kicks it back to the AI for unnecessary revision. When human workers are stretched to their limits, this continuous feedback loop of unproductive rework competes with new tasks for system capacity. It crowds out actual production and completely crashes your throughput. Inserting AI into an undocumented process creates a rework trap that actively cripples the very workforce it was deployed to augment. Bypassing this trap requires a strict chronological sequence to overhaul your operations. Step 1 is to simplify. Complexity is the enemy of execution. An organization has to cut out bloated, half-finished projects before it can establish a clean, functional workflow. Step 2 is to document. Operational knowledge that lives exclusively inside an employee's head is a ticking time bomb for the business. You have to extract that mental decision logic and convert it into a standard operating procedure. This establishes clear, immutable rules and boundaries. A business that cannot be taught cannot be scaled. You absolutely cannot automate a decision you have not first documented. Only after the workflow pattern is simplified, clean, and recorded do you introduce Step 3, automate. At this stage, the AI agent acts as an invisible teammate, seamlessly handling the highly repetitive, predictable execution layer of the procedure. Automation built on a firm foundation of documentation stops replacing people and starts freeing them from decision fatigue, elevating your team to focus on high-level strategy and exception handling. Mature AI enterprises move away from traditional IT procurement, placing governance in the hands of an execution architect or chief orchestration officer. Real automation demands a complete redesign of the company's operational and strategic architecture. Look at your own leadership team. Who exactly is accountable for mapping your workflow documentation before you buy your next AI tool? If you cannot name the owner of your decision architecture, your execution is already failing. Stop automating chaos. Start documenting decisions. Command the shift.